In this lesson, we will learn how to get the content from a web page using jQuery. So if you want to get the text of a selected element, or if you want to get the content from the form fields on a web page, you can use some built-in methods provided by jQuery. Let's see them with examples. So you can easily get the content from a web page. For that, you can use the built-in methods provided by jQuery, such as text, HTML, and val. So in this lesson, we will see the following two examples so that we can understand how we can get the text of the selected element and how we can get the content from the form fields. So let's start. Let's begin with the first example in which we will get the text of the selected element. Okay, for that we will use the text and HTML methods. So let's see an example wherein we will get the text of the selected element. In this case, that would be the P element, the paragraph element. Okay, let's see. So here we are using VS Code. Here we have created a folder on the desktop for all the files. That is, this is our project folder. Let me create a new file. Right click, new file. I am naming it index28.html. Here it is. Now let us write our code. Let me take the code from here. Right click, copy, paste it here. Here it is. We are using jQuery CDN. Here we will add our jQuery code. First, let us add the HTML part. We have added the bold text, the strong text for the following, demo text, and the emphasis tag for the following. Click the below button to get the text content or the HTML content of the above line, and close this. Now let us create two buttons. One to get the text and the second one to get the HTML part. Let me also set an ID for this. Rest keep as it is. And here let me style the following P tag also with the button also. For that, mention style tag just above the closing head. Now I'll style it. I'll add hash demo because the ID attribute. Let me set the background color, the text color white, and the font size. And the button also. Let's say the background color red, text color white. Font size 30px, and let me align to the center. Also set the padding 15px. Okay, Now that's it, we have set the styles. Now comes the main part, the jQuery code. On clicking the first button, we will get the text part, and on clicking the second button, we will get the HTML part. So let's see. Dollar. Okay, dot click, I told you on the click of a button, so therefore the click event. Okay, and here we will set hash btn1. Okay, so we will set the following for the first button id. Id is equal to btn1. Okay, and do the same for copy and paste for the second button. So the second button will have the id btn2. That's it. Within this we will add our, we will use the text method here and the HTML method here. Okay, dollar hash demo dot text, and let's say I'll set it under an alert to get the result. And the same goes for the following. I'll fix this. This will get the text and this will get the HTML for the hash demo, that means for the following ID. Okay. Okay, that's it. Add the semicolon also. Okay, here you can see we missed the following. Now it looks fine. File, save all, right click. To run it, click on open in default browser. Now when I'll click on the text button, the following text will be visible on an alert. Click on it. Here it is. Click OK. And when I'll click the HTML button, the following text will be visible, but all the HTML elements applied on it will also be visible. Click on the HTML button. Here it is. The complete HTML part is also visible. Okay. Click OK. That means under the HTML part, the complete line was visible with the tags also. Okay, here we did a flaw or typo above line. Okay, this looks fine. Right click, open in default browser. Here it is. Now it is fine. So guys, by using the HTML and the text part, we can easily display the content. Now let us see the next example. In the next example, we will get the content from the form fields using the val method. This is the built-in method provided by jQuery. So we will create a form and we'll get the content from there itself. Let's see the example. Okay, I'll create a new file, right click, new file. I'll name it index29.html. Okay, now let us get the code from here only. Right click, copy, and right click, paste. Okay, now let us create a form first. Okay, I'll just create some employee records. Employee name, and now comes the input. input type is equal to text. Okay, also add the id is equal to let's say ename. This will be required later, and value let's say Amit Diwan, and close it. Now I'll copy this and paste it here and here also. Okay, now create the record for employee department. Okay, keep rest as it is. Obviously we need to change the id part and the value part. Last would be employee zone. Change this e zone and zone let's say north. Okay, it's fine. Also we will create 3 buttons to get the content one by one. So here we have button 1. I'll copy this. This will be button 3, and let me name it get the employee name, get the employee department, and the employee zone. This is final. Now we have created 3 input text type. Add this in a form. That's it. Now comes the part to styler button. For that, to style it, we already styled it here before in the previous example. I'll remove the following. We don't require it. Rest keep as it is. We have set the background color, the text color, font size, text align, as well as the padding. Now comes the jQuery part for all these 3 buttons. Okay, on the click of each button we will display the content. Okay, let me remove this to make things clear. First, let us go for the first button. On clicking the first button, we have set it using first the ID. btn was the ID for our first button, get the employee name, and this was the click event. On clicking, what will happen? Under alert, the value part of the content of the ename, that is the following ename, you can see the ID ename will be visible. So we have set it using ID attribute and hash here. Copy this, paste it here and paste it here again for the second and third buttons. For the second button, the alert will include the following ID, obviously EDPT, and for the third button E zone will be included. Okay, that's it. We have completed it. We have used the val method here. Go to file, save all, right click, open in default browser. So here you can see the employee name Amit Diwan, employee department tech, and employee zone north. When I'll click on this, Amit Diwan will be visible on an alert. Click on it. Here it is Amit Diwan. This will show the department. Here it is tech, and the following will display zone north. So guys, using the val method, we can easily display the content from the form fields. So guys, we saw how we can get the content from a web page using the text, HTML and val methods. We saw 2 examples to get the text of the selected element as well as to get the content from the form fields. Thank you for watching the video.